Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Greek DeFi Guru. I'm here with Daniel Prado. Second time today. We were on earlier with the luckiest Seifu holder in all of Seifu land. And for those of you who didn't check it earlier, Roxy was the 7 Seifu. She only has 7 Seifu in her wallet, and she won the node. And she was on with us.
Somehow, some way, Greek.
It was amazing to see Roxy so happy. She was in tears. She was very happy. People donated. She more than quadrupled her bag, so that was good to see.
Yeah.
And that's what we all ask for when we're out here and doing what we do. And she said she got into Seifu because of a Daniel Prado video.
Isn't that
Daniel
amazing?
Prado is making a difference in the world. Yeah, I know. I said I'm coming to you.
France too. I mean, she said that she was French. So when she spoke to me, she said that she was French. So I'm assuming that means that she's also in France. So it's, you know what I mean. That's why I keep on saying all the way out there in France. People that be French and they live someplace else, you know. But she never France. Because of this Seifu protocol, because of Brian Legend, what he has created, the opportunity that he has given, and because of it touching me, and then deciding to me to, for me to go out there and making me decide to go out there, make videos so that I can try to reach others, so that this message can be picked up by others, so that they can also have this opportunity, and then all of those things combined make this woman decide to go out there and purchase this, and enter this contest, and then now win this contest, so that she has a life-changing node that's going to be giving her a paycheck basically every 24 hours in the form of fees, and also all those freaking rebase payouts also, Greek. I mean, it's just it's amazing. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm so happy that I was able to be the one. That made me really touched right there.
I told some people at the pool about her story, and they're like, "Wow, that's the person you want winning something like that." And I'm like, "Exactly. I couldn't have asked for a better person. Single mother from France, $100 in her bank account. She's saved up all she could just to buy one Seifu." I love some of the comments. Some of the comments are distracting me. People love the Wambulance. I brought it back today, I think, in my video.
The Wambulance, that was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good to see that she won, and it was good to be on with her, and that was true emotion. None of that was scripted, of course.
No, I put that all together today with even the guy doing the translation, and she came on. By the way, she's in the room, she's like, I found her in the room, the main chat, because because I'm in there talking about her and basically defending her in every way, because of the amount of people saying, that she shouldn't have won. That's how I found her. You know what I mean? So I'm in there saying, this girl, not this girl. I didn't know who she was, man or woman at the time. I'm just saying, I think it's fantastic that somebody with only 7 Seifu win. Like, that's crazy. I think this is a thing. This is something that we should be celebrating. But then we have so many people that were in there saying, like, really bad things, like, that she was ineligible, and they should do it all over again, and even though this was already, by the way, this was already a redrawn contest, by the way, and so like it just showed that it wasn't going to make anybody happy no matter what, because this was already a redrawn contest. 2 people were already ineligible that were drawn, and okay, great. So Brian went, and the team they redrew 2 people, right? Isn't that what happened, Greek? I mean,
yeah.
But yet they're still there. That happened, and now all of a sudden there's still all this talk about she does, she and maybe somebody else was not qualified enough for others as well, but she was a specific one because she only had 7 Seifu, this, that, and the other. But while she was saying that, I was like, no, I think this is great. Like, this is a story to be told, like this, that, and the other. And she just, like, out of the blue, like, I'm, going through all the comments. Because when I'm in Discord, I imagine a lot of people are like this. You don't just type and then let the thing just keep spinning. You slow it down and you go through and you see what people have said, replied back to you, and you're reading what other people are talking about, so that you can, catch up and have an idea of what's being spoken about in the room. And so that's what I do. I know I can see what everybody is saying. I don't let it just fly by because it can get super fast in there. And so while I'm doing that, there goes her message. She's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, it does. It has. I think it has. I think it is going to change my life. Thank you for thank you. I'm also a big fan of your channel." That's what her message was. And so I'm like, is she talking about the node? Like, because she's speaking like, in the first person, like, yeah, it's going to change my life. Like, you're right. Like, and so I was like, are you the winner? And she was like, yes. And I was like, I need to add you right now because I didn't want to go back and forth with her in the room. And so finally we got into, we got that all sorted. I was able to add her, and then we spoke outside of the room, and then I set it up. But it was all in a matter of a couple of hours that coming together this morning.
Yeah, it was great. I was happy to be on with her. Also, she did say she held her Safuu for 103 days. We confirmed that. So she's been through all the FUD storms, the price drops. She had every reason to sell, and she held. A lot more than I could say about some other people selling right now at this moment. I don't get it. And then people are freaking out right now. The other thing right now is CoinMarketCap is completely bonkers right now. So do not look at CoinMarketCap. Do not freak out. Do not panic sell because you see a bad price on CoinMarketCap, which I'm sure there is a bunch of people doing right now because they just don't trust anything. They think everything's a scam when CoinMarketCap messes up, which CoinMarketCap messes up way more than people think. So don't look at the price on there. Go on the Discord. The bot price is the price. We are still holding strong. It's not looking bad. It's really good right now. So just remember.
Well, I didn't look at any of that stuff. So I don't know. I actually took a nap this afternoon. I went and worked. I didn't go and work. I worked out at my house. Then I went to the store. Just doing day off things. You know what I mean? And I ended up taking like a super long nap. I don't even know what's the price right now. And what does CoinMarketCap say? I don't even know.
CoinMarketCap had us down at like $6, and people were freaking out because it's messed up. That's why it was freaking people out. We're like 17 right now, so it's
yeah. But like, why would people think that just because of CoinMarketCap? Everybody can go look at a freaking live chart. It's as simple as just doing that. And we all know that CoinMarketCap, they keep on throwing up the wrong price. The other day they had us at like 20 when we were at 16. So like.
That's what I said.
It happens on both sides.
The problem is Trust Wallet, I think, pulls their data from CoinMarketCap. So everybody's tweaking out when they go on Trust Wallet. So just
I don't go by that.
Go on the Seifu website and you can see connect to the D app and you'll see it's fine. Now, I know there were some comments left before the live stream started. Unfortunately, those aren't showing up. What I do have is an answer to that. So they were asking if Seifu holders are getting 15 minutes or early time to make sure they can sacrifice. As we all know, not earliest holders, all holders will be able to enjoy 10 to 15 minute sacrifice time before it opens to other holders of other coins. Just so everybody knows, we all have 15 minutes. So use that to your advantage. We've said this many times. Brian did reveal that bit of information on my channel when we were live. So make sure you spread the word to everybody that we did get 15 minutes. And also said the Greek got it for you, because on my channel, I pushed Brian. I'm like, the people want it. The people want it. And he said, okay, I'll do it. So
yeah, right here on the channel. I was here on the channel with you when he said it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the credit. No, I don't need the credit. But he did announce it on my channel. So just so everybody's aware, we do have 15 minutes. Odonato's in the house, and my mic is doing the same crap. Greek, what up, bro? Yeah, I said I was gonna come live from the beach. I'm actually overlooking the beach. I will show you right now my view.
Nice.
So yeah,
I'm gonna have a view like that too. January.
Oh, and by the way, you thought this was a 2-person live. This is a 3-person live. We have Confirmant RM joining the house.
Con is in his house.
We have the TA specialist who's probably getting messages from everybody asking what's going on with the charts. Why is CoinMarketCap messed up? Why is it showing $6? What's going on?
I bet that must be annoying for you, Confirmant, right? Maybe Confirmant is on mute or something.
Yeah, we have no volume for him.
Does he even know that he's on?
Yeah, he knows. He probably set up a different mic on the live stream when you enter. You have to then go into settings and switch it. But once again, Odonato, while we're here, that was an amazing stream, guys. Thank you for doing it. Oh, that makes sense. He didn't plug it in.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting. Like I have the answers for everybody about CoinMarketCap.
Why don't you?
You know, I run it. But nonetheless, though, I am getting a lot of questions about where's the price going? And I'm like, I have my video. You can watch it. They're like, well, I don't want to watch it. What do you? Just tell me now. I'm like,
goodness.
It's so great that they just want the information. People think like I got an inside track to Brian or all this stuff. I don't have any inside track. What I do have is I just have no life, and I go on Discord and make sure I tag or take pictures of anything that might seem important so that I can use it for any situation that might arise in the future. Like when the FUD was going on yesterday about the winners, I then had a picture of what Brian said, and I was able to just bring it up and say, see, Brian already addressed this, because a lot of people don't look back and all. So that's all that we do.
Yeah.
We do have one super chat here, 5150. Thank you so much. I appreciate it for always supporting the channel, and you are on everybody's channel, so thank you so much. I said I saw the earlier live stream with you too and the node winner. I'm glad Roxy won. Most people are happy for her. The others need to chill out. I truly agree. It could not go to somebody more deserving than Roxy. It was just happy to see that raw emotion and see what change it made in her life.
I agree with you too, 5150. I think most people are. It's just like, baffling to me to see even anyone at all. Like, before Roxy made her appearance, so that everyone can see her and know her story, even just a little bit, because we don't really know her entire story, but we all can figure it out a little bit, right? Single mom, doesn't have that much money. Like, we know this story, guys, right? Like, we know what's going on. The woman is she's somebody that is mostly in need. Like, that's what she needs. She needed this to happen, and she got it. It's an amazing story. But even before we knew that, just the people that kept on saying, I saw the things happening in the Discord and people complaining because she was only a 7 Seifu holder. It was like, I thought just that part alone, I thought was just amazing that she won, that she was only 7 Seifu holder. I thought that was amazing. That part.
Yeah. And the way I took it, it was for every 25 Seifu, you earned an additional entry. That's what I would have taken it as. So like for the big wallets, they would, have additional entries on top of the just main entry. That's how I took it. But either way, the whole thing was to buy and hold, and she did that. We already looked 103 days. She has held. She's been through the ringer. I mean, most of us are panicking now. She held strong. She's had every reason to sell, and she hasn't. So she impressed me
Through
with that.
so much stuff, Greek. Remember when we spoke about that on my channel earlier? What are the? I can't even count the amount of things that have happened that people have sold over, right? I mean, it's like there's been so many different things that have popped that could. I mean, the FUD that's happened, coffee happened. The dumbest guy in cryptos happened. Like all kinds of different things have happened. The sell-offs and then people panic selling after a big sell and just everything. There's so many different things that have happened that this woman just held strong through. And while she's doing it, it's only 7 Seifu that she's holding strong with. It changes her life.
I wish I won. I'm kidding.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah, the Discord afterwards, man. That was definitely intriguing. I know Daniel, you had to deal with it as well, but oh my goodness, I'm happy they put a little timer on it afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to like combat stuff. I was trying to like be like, Brian already addressed this, Brian this, Brian that, and people are like, it doesn't matter. It's the principle. How can you do any more? I'm like, do you guys want no more giveaways? Is that what you want? Do you want to just get rid of all the kindness? Because this is what this leads to. Whenever somebody gives away something and you're complaining, it's like dumb. So Krug Crypto's in the house. For any of you who don't know, he does do Seifu videos. So if you want to check his channel out, go check his channel out.
Yeah, we were on with Krug Crypto a long time ago, a couple months ago. We had like a round table with and he was involved. I think it was when I was on RJ's channel, I think, it was on Hey John's channel, which I don't deal with anymore. So, but yeah, that was a fun time, at least during that time. I remember Krug Crypto. He does videos about Seifu, so you already know that's a plus.
Christina Maria Hines, hello to you too. It's good to see the ladies of Seifu on my channel because Daniel Prado steals all of them from me. So
one of the ladies of Daniel Prado is a winner, 7 Seifu holder. That's so wonderful.
You have that for the rest of your life now.
Yeah.
Threef says, sup, Seifu. Of course, you already know. I'm Anthony, Greek life. Yeah, living the Greek life is great. Yeah, I get one vacation a year. This is me enjoying my vacation. Mario.
Yeah.
Mario Kuzminovich, slow down. You will need an ambulance. Congratulations, guys. Amazing story with she winning. Yeah, it was amazing. And I don't know how many times we could say it. Her story is just great. Crypto Easy, always watching. Prado in his office and Greek handsome as always. Why, thank you so much. Much love, my guys. Thank you so much. And thanks for calling me handsome. That's ridiculous because I'm not handsome at all.
Of course you are, bro.
Damn.
Oh, we got questions. Guys, feel free to... Oh, my God, this mic.
Yeah, anytime you have a question, or even if you just want to hear our take on something, like it doesn't need to be a question. Just say, what are your thoughts on blah 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 blah, whatever. That's what I was doing the other day on my channel, and it helps just because we can go back and forth with things, and then you guys can be entertained by our crazy thoughts on it.
Brenda B, can you address a little bit about light nodes, and do you need the Azure cloud for it as well? Daniel,
there you go. That's perfect. That's the perfect suggestion right there. What did she say?
Yeah.
What are our thoughts on what?
So she wants to address a little bit about light nodes, and do you need Azure cloud for it as well? Yes, you will. Brian has stated that. I think he's going to have everybody wanting to run their nodes on it because it's the most secure, not the most secure, but just to make sure they're running at all times. It is going to be available at all times for you to run. It's reliable. And yeah, light nodes are $490. First come, first serve. It's open to everybody. So don't complain. Just be there the first second if you want light nodes and be ready to click.
What is she calling it? Azure Cloud?
There's Azure and then there's AWS, which is Amazon Web Services. So it's just different types of remote desktops. So they're all the same. They all work wonders in the space.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I think we've gone over this a few times, but yeah, those are just another way for you to do it. If you have a computer at home, you could just rely on that. The problem with those are when it comes to your home computers is, what if your power goes out? You know what I mean? Like, these are a forever thing. You know what I mean? You're not going to buy it and then you just have it for a little while, then it goes away. Like, you're gonna put this on and it's going to be running for you from now on. And so, we just have to expect that at some point you're going to lose power, right? It happens to everybody. So, what you don't want is for when that power gets lost, for your light node to be called upon, so that it could then be the one that's in the process of the selection of the node that is going to validate the transaction that is about to happen. But your light node is not there to elect that node, because your power is out. Means you lost that money. You know what I mean? So what you want is to continue. It's for that to be always available, continuously, all the time. And so virtual computers is just the better way to go. As in the two, which one? What do you do? You just keep it on your computer at home or go virtually. Well, that's the better one to do, because you're virtually guaranteed to be online all the time. They say 99.9% of the time. So that's as close to 100% that you need to be, really, so that you don't lose any money. You know what I mean? You want those light nodes to be ready to elect the new validator node. And if it's not, then it's not. You're going to lose that money, and we don't want that.
And speaking of that, I know I'm on vacation, but my internet's been down at my house for 2 days because there was a downed wire, and I've been getting emails. That would be revenue you're losing if you have it on a cloud and on AWS or Azure. That doesn't bother you, so it's great. Curtheus is in the house. Thank you so much for being on my last live stream. It was great to have you guys. Check out his channel. Same with Crypto Easy. Check out his channel. He goes, he's halfway through this morning's live stream. Wow, life-changing. Seifu melting hearts. That exactly is the case. So get excited for that.
Yeah, I like Curtheus and Crypto Easy.
Yeah, and they're going to be a part of an upcoming video with myself.
Oh, I got to send you the video that you want me to do. I'm sorry. I took a nap today. Did other things.
You're not the only one slacking. Mr. Yan goes, I don't think people are mad. She won a note. I think they believe the rules posted regarding the contest weren't followed according to what was stated. Everything in crypto requires consistent trust.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is like a little thing here. What was it? She had to have 10 Seifu for one ticket. So she won with 3/4 of a ticket. It was a freaking long shot. It was like the longest long shot of long shots.
Technically, if okay, maybe it was stated wrong in there. For every 10 bought, you earned an entry. And then for every 25 held, if you were an existing holder, you earned an entry. I mean, but still, she never bought, never sold, or did any of that stuff. So it's good stuff, but people are going to be mad regardless. If somebody doesn't win, that's where it comes down to it. They are always mad.
I would be more on the side of people if number 4 entered and didn't do the rules right, and then and they won. You know what I mean? Like if that happened, or like somebody in the top 20 or the top 50, they didn't, they won, they sold or transferred a couple times, but they're still being given a node. Like these types of things. We're talking about a very small, tiny little thing that is that people are aware of, that she that she did not that part of the rule was something that she wasn't I don't know the word that I should be using here, but she didn't have enough Seifu. She didn't have the amount of Seifu that's the one thing that I know of, that she only had 7 Seifu. You were supposed to have 10, that equals 1 ticket. And then what is it, Greek, like new holders coming in had could have less that equals 1, but existing holders needed to have more that equals 1. But if you bought, so she only bought 3 times, didn't even equal 1. It rebased to 7, so that's all she had. And I understand that that's part of the rule, but that is such a tiny little part of the rule. The reality is that she followed every other rule, and that's such a small one. Like if she sold her Seifu, right, or if she transferred her Seifu, because those were the 2 big ones, right, ladies and gentlemen? Those are the 2 big ones. If she did any of those, and Brian was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I still want her to win," then you could be upset. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't even know that I'd be upset if that happened. But like, okay, I would understand. But the fact that she won with so little Seifu, it to me is even better for everybody. It just is a better story. I mean, I know it's a better story for us to be able to talk about, but I think it's also a better story for everybody. I mean, like, it just goes to show that anybody can win.
Yeah, it's Crypto Easy's
such a
back.
small little part.
Yeah, Crypto Easy. What's the TA compliment? I'm worried. Haha, joking. Love y'all. Compliment. People just think that's all you are as a TA specialist. One of these days, they're going to see the crazy side of you, and they're going to be like, "This guy's got it. This guy's got it."
It hasn't came through here yet. I'm sure when we all meet in person someday, you will see it.
Yes, sir. I agree.
J-Dub says, "Fellas, I love all of your live streams. Keep up the good work and positive energy." No, we love you for supporting us and always being there watching this, because without an audience, we're just guys talking to a camera. That's all we are.
By the way, everybody got their Seifu. I sent everybody their Seifu. All the Seifu that like I tallied it all up, the amount that Brian, I said that I would give her 10. Brian gave her $100 worth. Jason gave her $50 worth. This is what I interpreted all that as, by the way, because when they were putting in those super chats, they were saying, give this to her, give this to her. And then another guy came in and said, send her this for me, and sent me, I think it was $20. So I sent her, I added that to the tally, and she got all of her Seifu. Justin, just listen. I'm sorry. Leon got his from the other day. I don't know if you guys remember on my channel, Brian sent in $200 super chat and said, just talking and Chalk Talk are not monetized. Can you send this over to them? So I sent Chalk her $100, and I sent Leon his $100 worth of Seifu. And then there was also Crypto Pride. He sent me $50 and said, send this over to Crypto Pride, because he was like, I'm not monetized either. It was just like this big whirlwind of just people giving each other Seifu through my channel, super chats. All that everybody got. So including Roxy, who got like I don't know, what'd you say, Greek? I think it was you were right. It was like 4, 5, 6 times her bag. She started with 6 or 7 today, and then she ended up with like I think 40-something, 42 at the end of the day, which was great.
Do you know what's crazy is that made her cry, and just talking about the node, like the node hasn't been realized yet by her. I don't even think she realizes how big the node is, and that's what made it even better. Is she was not as realized about the node, but when she got her bag doubled, the tears, like that was meaningful. So that made it more rewarding. I'm like, 40 Seifu made such a huge difference in her life.
Yeah.
When she gets the node up and running and she sees what that's earning.
And she doesn't even realize it's $49,000 worth of Seifu. So the amount of Seifu that she gets per day on that 7, I don't even, and it's just like, there's no way to even explain it to her. Like $49,000 worth of Seifu in your account. I don't even know. Can someone do that math? What is $49,000? How many Seifu that is that? And then how many Seifu does that mean? Is it at 2.28% per day? How many Seifu are you getting that day? That's what she's going to be getting per day, every single day. And that's not including the fees. It's like the woman is just so lucky, man. So lucky. But I'm so happy for her.
She's going to be earning 170 Seifu X a day upon mainnet. Well, that's just when we start rebasing. You factor that in at a price of $6, $1,024 a day she's earning off of that node. And that's not even the rewards. And that's just right now. And then upon mainnet launch, it's going to be ridiculous.
Did you say that right? She's going to be, how many Seifu X per day she's going to be earning?
107.
So, 100.
It's 177. This is right at the start when we start rebasing November 20th.
177 Seifu X per day.
Yeah.
Wow.
She doesn't. I don't even think she's fathomed it because she's never probably put these numbers in the calculator because there's been no reason to. She's only held 7 Seifu. But when she now puts these numbers in, man, that would have been cool to do on the live stream today with her to see her reactions to stuff like that. But she was having internet issues. Her kid was by her.
And we also had to have everything translated. So, yeah, it was what I wanted was for her to be able to just tell her story. I knew that because she had her baby there in the background, and then all of a sudden she started having those internet problems. I didn't want to keep her too long, but that would have been a good idea though, Greek, to say, hey, let's take a look and see how much money you're going to be making now. Do you mind? Let's look. And then she would have been like floored.
I didn't realize that my mic was muted, but that's about $1,100 a day.
Yeah,
at $6.
Wow.
It's amazing because I don't know her situation. That might be enough for a month's worth of living out where she's at. Who knows? But that's crazy.
Well, I mean, she's out there in France, which can cost a pretty penny, you know, for those people out there. I mean, especially over there in Paris.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I don't think she's got to worry about that anymore, right, guys? I mean, 1,100 USD a day. I mean, she's going to be living at the top of the food chain over there, bro. She's going to be fine. We can ask
her for loans now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one giveaway, as Ari likes to say.
Right.
Ari, good guy.
Yeah, very good guy.
Crypto Daner, I will sacrifice all my Seifu the 20th of October, but I was wondering if Seifu will move to Seifu X or will it stay on BSC because of the locked liquidity? Do you guys know?
I would imagine it's staying because it's locked for 13 years.
It's going to stay, but so many people worried what's going to happen with Seifu. The thing is, Seifu is becoming Seifu X. So the safest, best thing to do is just go to where the money's going, go to where the advertising's going. Remember what's going to be on the billboards and everything in Dubai, and on the crypto conference, it's going to be Seifu X.
Yeah, that's my answer to everybody that says what's going to happen to Seifu X. There's nothing happening. I mean, when people say what's going to happen to Seifu, nothing's happening to Seifu. Seifu is Seifu X. That's the answer to the question. Yep. I mean, like, you guys need to realize that and start getting on board with it. Seifu is Seifu X. That's the bottom line. There's everyone running Seifu right now is going to be doing Seifu X. It's the same exact people. It's the same exact thing. We're just adding an X and we're turning into a blockchain. Yeah. It's a big difference, but Seifu is turning into what it was meant to become. That's why it was called a project. Everybody, right? I don't know if people understand when people call these things projects, it's because they're doing it in the hopes of becoming a product, right? And so now that we're coming out of that project, we're gonna become a project. Now that we're coming out of that project, we're becoming a product. That product is the Seifu X blockchain. So Seifu is Seifu X.
And blessings, please. What is the real Seifu price right now? Right now, this second, I just took a look. It is 16.6. Somehow it's going down. Who's selling? What are you people doing?
It's people seeing that coin market cap nonsense. You know, CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap have been nothing but weights on. I mean, they have been just huge, you know, sandbag weights on the ankles of Seifu. That's what they've been. That's all they've been.
It's
Well,
just crazy.
say a good thing to know at least, because I'm looking at the chart. You know, I was thinking around this price point, around like 1660, 1670, if it actually fell out of here. But, you know, if it wants to, it can retest around, looks like 1630 and still be in the uptrend that we're making. So nothing to bat an eye about.
This is why we need Con in the house. See, I'm all calm. I'm just going to chill and rebase. You know, I'm going to go in the hot tub later tonight, and I'm just going to rebase and chill from there, just like I did last night. I'm going to work out all the kinks in the muscles.
Well,
I'm not worried at all about the price. Like, you guys said that there was a problem, CoinMarketCap. I told you I didn't even look at the price. Somebody asked yesterday in the main chat, how many times, be honest, how many times do you look? And I was honest. I said I look at it a lot. Today was one of those days I actually did not look at price a lot. I've looked at it a few times, but it was certainly not in the past few hours. So I had no idea that there was even a problem with this CoinMarketCap, but it doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah.
The only time I want to know when price is if it drops sharply, then I have to do everything I can to try to find more money to buy more. Like I'm not scrambling to sell now. If it drops sharply, I'm actually looking to buy, people, not sell.
Yeah, prior to going live, I go in the Discord for about 20 minutes and I try and see the sentiment of what people are complaining about, so I know if I can cover certain things to kind of ease people's minds. And of course, everybody's talking about CoinMarketCap. You got people flooding in. What's the real price? And I go, just check the bot. And a lot of people didn't even know there was a bot with the price to the right. So
yeah,
what we think is like crazy knowledge to some, it's, oh, I didn't know that was there. So I always try and like view it from their perspective. Like, yeah, they're looking at it and it's like, oh, there's no price. And Trust Wallet pulls from CoinMarketCap. A lot of wallets do. MetaMask isn't even showing a price. MetaMask isn't even showing value anymore, which I love it because that's the only thing I care about is how many Seifu's I earn, because right now I just look at it like it's a nursery and it's pretty cool. Every day the Seifu's going up, so I'm happy. If they keep it like that, I'll be okay on MetaMask, but a lot of people freak out. It's not showing a price. Did it rug? And I'm like, oh my goodness. So that's where the fear comes in. And when you let this fester for too long and too many people get in the echo chamber and they start like going, that's when people believe things. And I'm like, okay, I got to get in here and start telling people, no, the price is this, it's there. Don't worry about anything. And I bet you some people sold off blindly just because they didn't see a price.
Yeah, of course they did. I mean, this is, you know, this is a problem. That I mean, it's always been. There's always going to be those people that, you know, they look at price and it affects them in that way, which is again going back to Roxy. Just an amazing thing that she, with the very little bit that she had, she never. But by the way, the very little bit that she had, and also no money. You know what I mean? It's not like she has all this money to rely on, so she can just be like, I don't care really what happens with price. Let's just see what happens with this. She did that with like $100 in her bank account, basically this entire time. That's you know, she's holding strong because of the belief that she has in Seifu and Brian and Jason, right? And she holds so strong through all that nonsense with that amount of money in her bank account. Because Greek, what did she say she had?
$100 US value in her bank account. She like did the calculations because
it's crazy. So yes, she's held strong through all of that. But while she's doing that, remaining strong, it results in her changing her life. We've got people that sell because of a glitch. It's stupid.
Ari Diesla, what do you guys think about Solana blockchain got hacked? Would this bring more opportunities for Seifu X blockchain, like a trust blockchain, to take over parts of the market share from Solana?
Really?
I don't know anything about that. Can you guys enlighten
me?
I don't know anything about Solana getting hacked.
Yeah, right now, you have at the moment around 25 wallets a minute that are being hacked on Solana's blockchain.
25 wallets a minute?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know exactly what exploit they found, but I think it's like $140 million has been stolen so far. And to really ask that question, you know, if it brings more opportunities to the Seifu X blockchain, I would say in some part, but also at the same time, you have a lot of stuff going on right now. So I'm sure to the outside speculative people of DeFi, they might be a little turned off to trying something new. But at the same time, you know, sometimes, well, most of the times newer is better. So, and you know, we trust Brian going through and just hiring people to hack it and just try to break it, because you know a lot of the time stuff like Solana and stuff like this, just there's been so many of them lately that have been hacked. A lot of exchanges, a lot of wallets, just stuff that had propriety, but just not as secure as they thought, or not as, you know, I don't think that a lot of these, there's some loopholes that, you know, you could find anywhere if you're not digging deep enough, and I'm sure someone found it. But you know, it's definitely a possibility that we're going to take some of the parts of the market share from Solana, because a lot of people are just going to wind up leaving it and then never coming back, because at that point not rugged, but someone hacked, took, and is taking money as we speak. During this conversation, you know, 41 times 25, whatever that is, that's a lot of wallets. And
yeah, a lot of wallets.
I'm sure, like I said, a lot of people are not going to go back there. So perhaps they are going to be looking for other blockchains to get a part of and start investing money where they think it's safe. And I think that if we can prove 100%, you know, having like the best hackers that we can find in the DeFi space or just in general, and just show the power and the strength behind just a smart contract and the code for Seifu X, I think that'll be a turn on for a lot of people, because I think at this point it is proving security and stability at the same time. So you know, stability with the protocol or the blockchain, and then the security of your smart contract or your just overall operating system. Because you guys have seen over the past 3-4 months, there's been so many hacks.
Yeah, I was watching Dow King. Dow King has a video about what happened to Titan. I think that's what it's called, like what happened to Titan, right? And he goes through a lot of different things on there, and I'd be curious to see if Brian would be interested, if Brian Legend would be interested in getting in touch with that dude Goshak, the guy who took money. Get in touch with that guy. I'm being serious here. Get in touch with that guy, because he's actually a developer. He's and in the video that Dow King goes on about, what he says is that the contract that he developed, that dude, the guy that walked with money from the Titan group, the contract that he came up with though was it sealed, closed all kinds of holes that everybody else still has, that he found and was able to seal them up and close because of the code that he wrote. And that guy might be still he, you know, just coax him out of the rabbit hole that he's in, and just get him on the side to say, and Brian be like, listen, you know what? I'll give you some money. Just look through this contract, figure out what the hell's going on, because we do not want anything like that to happen. Now, I'm positive that we have brilliant people that may have already been able to do that kind of stuff. But when you have somebody that's out there that we already know, this guy has already he walked with some money, whatever. It is what it is. But he's also can be an asset if he can figure out, you know, just like many others out there. And I'm sure, like you said, Greek, there's going to be people that they hire to bring in and try to have the contest to hack this, that, and the other. But we, like, you know, how long has Solana been around now? And now they have 41 or 25 wallets per minute being hacked. Like, that's crazy. We cannot have anything like that happen at all, because that's the end of Solana, in my opinion. There's no way that they come out of this alive.
They've had a problem to begin with too, though, because, you know, it's supposed to be the decentralized nodes, and like, you know, like however I forget how their consensus works, but it's supposed to be decentralized, and you're not supposed to be able to shut it down. You're not supposed to be able to, you know, crypto. Like if you shut down one Bitcoin miner, the whole entire network doesn't go down. But what's interesting with them, I think, since they started, they keep on having to either reboot the system or take it offline and then put it back online. And you're like, well, what happened to the decentralized part of it? I'm like, those are kind of your keys at first, that, you know, someone has control over the whole entire thing, and then cue this, and that it's just. It's definitely an interesting dynamic just to see how this stuff is. And I know we see that, me and Greek have seen this all the time, and the like other parts of the DeFi space where, you know, say you have the one protocol, like I could say, I think say Drip or something, and then you had Splassive that took Drip's code, didn't change anything about it, just kind of put their own spin on it. The developer of it said, hey, make sure you go through the code and change it, because if you don't, there's a back door in there, because this what, like, I used the code and then I changed it how I wanted it. And, you know, you can use source code for everything. And then what happened to the project about 3 weeks later, completely rugged, and it was the loophole that he was warned about. So that's kind of how some of the stuff, like, you know, the forks of Seifu work. You know, someone finds a very, very easy source code of how it works, and then they make their own, leave open holes, and then ta-da, it rugs, which, you know, you've already alluded to Titan stuff. So it's an unfortunate part of the DeFi space when stuff like that happens.
Titan wasn't rugged in that way. The way Dow King in his video goes through it, there was a manipulation of minds in that one. Like, hey, let me just take this real quick, and, you know, I just wanted to get into this, and that there was a multi-sig wallet that was taken control over by the guy GoShack, and, you know, he said he was just, you know, it was sort of like let me just take over this real quick, and then, you know, we'll all get back into it in a little while, you know, just trust me for a minute. And they were like, yeah, okay, no problem. Then he had full control over a multi-sig wallet that had a lot of money in it, that and the other. You guys got to watch Dow King's video on it. But the most important part, again, in that video was this guy GoShack. I believe that's his name. It's his username. You know, everybody online goes by their username. This guy has a brilliant mind that for writing and not blocking, but writing and plugging up holes in code that I think Brian and the team, those guys over there, Adrian and everybody, and Damien, they need to try to get in touch with this guy so that they could, you know, if there turns out to be nothing. Remember, guys, so far there's been nothing at all in the code that's been hackable with Seifu. I doubt there's going to be anything with Seifu X. Those guys are all brilliant, but it doesn't hurt at all to get even more, just to take one last look before we go live, you know, in January, because this is we do not want anything. And also another thing, everybody that's watching, remember what's going on with Solana. It's not like this is a thing that happens all the time. There's all these blockchains out there that have not been hacked. So the chances of this happening are very, very low. I don't want people thinking that because Solana is out there getting hacked left and right, and all these wallets are being robbed, that there might be a big chance that that happens with a new blockchain like Seifu X. It's still a very long shot for that to happen. But what we want is there to be a no shot at all. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying let's get even more help if we can, even if it's from the criminal himself or one of the criminals, because sometimes, you know, we all watch television shows and we see how they do it. They might not be exactly real life, but they are giving us a picture of what they do. And sometimes the police use criminals to be able to find other criminals. Yeah,
we can use this exploit to know what not to do. And
to our advantage,
And also, this is why I always say, don't be sad, don't be angry if January 20th isn't the mainnet launch and they have to push it a few weeks, because looking back, if you rush something out and you don't get it right, Solana's happened. And that's not saying we're going to push back, so don't take me on that, but I'm saying do not be angry. Always look at the positives in every situation. You just rebase a little longer, you know?
Yeah, but Khan's also right. Remember, Khan talked about they're kind of not really as decentralized, right, Khan? That's another big problem that they had. But so that's why Brian, you guys got to remember, Brian's brilliant, right? he had 300 nodes. That was going to be he said, yeah, I'm thinking about everybody having their own node. This way, it's fully decentralized. Then he tops it off even more and says, now we're going to have 500. So we're going to have 500 completely separate people owning nodes. That's a huge thing for decentralization.
The white ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the most interesting part is that blockchains themselves typically don't get hacked like that. That's like a needle in a haystack thing. So for them to be able to have control of the blockchain and be able to steal the funds is absolutely insane. Obviously, projects, that's a whole different story. You know, those are left and right because people make code, they make problems, leave a door open purposely so people can wind up going in to get it. And then, you know, oh, I don't know what happened. But
yeah,
that's the cool thing, at least about Seifu, is that it is locked tight. That's good to see. So I would expect Seifu X to be the same. So I wouldn't get the bad idea saying, you know, DeFi stuff, you know, blockchains get hacked. You don't see that stuff with Binance. You don't see, I'm going to say Binance because you don't.
Binance is blocked
that's
tight.
the biggest
Yeah.
DeFi one.
Yeah.
So that's the one you have to compare it to. And that guy is stupid smart too. So I would imagine that Brian would like to aspire to be something bigger than Binance. So
Absolutely.
I would imagine he's going to try as hard as he can to make it as locked tight as possible.
Reggie Reg says, never fear, the Greek is in the house. That is true. When is the white paper coming out? I'm hoping.
That rhymes.
Probably tomorrow, right? Maybe tomorrow or the day after. You know when it's going to be in time for it? The Fantastic Four. It's going to be in time for that.
Yeah, always.
We'll be able to talk about that on Thursday.
Speaking of that, that's tomorrow. Whose channel is that?
Oh, snap. What was that?
Whose channel is a Fantastic Four on this week?
Mine.
Sean? Yours?
Okay.
Yeah, it's on mine now. And then it's Sean's, then it's Greek's, and then it's Yukon.
Got it. Perfect.
I know I'm jumping really forward in comments, but that last one you got is in segue to the Solana thing. But I had no idea that it is affecting wallets that haven't been connected or inactive for over 6 months, and it's stealing tokens from them that are.
For real.
Yeah, it says both Phantom and Slope wallets are reportedly being drained of their assets. Holy God.
So they're picking and choosing wallets to make it not as obvious. That's crazy.
It almost seems like that other, you know, it was about a week ago of the Seifu fork that if you clicked claim your tokens, and then it just basically made it so like an infinity symbol in your BSC tracker that you approved a contract to take unlimited amounts of any of the coins that you have in your wallet.
Jeez.
Wow.
Jocelyn goes, hey, Greek, will the fire pit be carried from Seifu to Seifu X? The fire pit will remain. The only thing being carried over is the percentage, and that's what we will start our percentage burn. So get it as high as possible. It's shooting up like crazy. Just this week, it's shot up just an enormous amount. And we all know what happens when that thing gets to 50%. We become deflationary, and as more gets burnt, more deflationary in nature, which will help with price a ton. John Carter, always around, always supporting all our channels, and it's great to see him in the comments. Like always, he goes, hello, my brothers of Seifu. Greek, you're always optimistic. Confirmant is always smooth. That's so true. And calculating. And Daniel is always passionate, a little crazy, and relentless. Brian is lucky to have you guys.
Aww.
I think he summed it up perfectly.
Yeah. Let's just end the show.
I can start crying.
It's hard not to be optimistic. When you've been in projects that are crap, and you've been in other projects that have rugged, and you've just not found anything, and then you find something where the CEO literally has come on my channel, he's come on Khan's channel. I don't know if he's come on Daniel's channel yet, but he's always in the comments.
He's always in the comments but he has not come on my channel. Like I've never had him on, but he's on basically every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I don't need him to come on, you know, like, and you guys don't need him to come on. But that's the thing though. He just does anyway. Like he's going to be on my channel at some point, and whenever that happens, it happens. But what your point is that the guy's around all the time. He's always making his presence felt in more ways than one, going through the comments, you know, coming on different people's channels, the way he makes his presence felt in the Discord, his announcements, his relentless behavior when it comes to making sure that there's always something new to look forward to. The marketing that he does, the partnerships that he's trying to form. The new partnership, by the way, if everybody remembers, just a couple of days ago, he sold $1 million. $1 million worth of Seifu was sold. Everyone talks about the 814,000. It was actually the 814,000 is the amount that gets spoken about because it was the bigger amount. But that was the 86%, the 86%, the 16% was part of that also, which was like $162,000.
Yeah.
That was also a part of that transaction. He sold $1 million. And the reason why he did that was because he has yet again another big announcement of another partnership that's going to be made. It's not even another partnership. We haven't had one announced in a long time. The last time that we had something that may have been a big partnership was when we may have done something with SafeMoon, and that turned out to not happen, and for good reasons that Brian was able to figure out. And we because he's so transparent, he told us all about that as well. But we have a new partnership that's going to be announced soon. This is what he does. He's just continuously working to make this the biggest thing that we can possibly imagine, because that's what his goal is. He said it. We've seen that roadmap. He said it over and over again, right out of his mouth. He wants to take over Ethereum as the #1 blockchain, and that is what Ethereum is. And I know that Bitcoin is #1. That's the actual #1 blockchain. But in reality, Bitcoin only has one thing going for itself, and that's it. And there's only one thing that you can do with Bitcoin, and you can use it as an as a transaction, and that's it. It's a currency that you can buy and sell things with, and that's what you use to trade products and service with, provided people accept that as payment. But the #1 blockchain right now that people can use as a currency and also use as a way to build onto is Ethereum. And he said it many times that's his goal, is to take over Ethereum as the #1 blockchain. And I don't see any reason why that can't happen because of the way he's been behaving these first 5 months. Because, by the way, we turned 5 months old 2 days ago, Seifu did, and we're going to be going into January less than 1 year old as a brand new blockchain. I think that's absolutely fantastic. And all these things have happened because of Brian's relentless nature in just continuing to push, and his presence. By doing all of that, his presence is felt all over and over and over again, including on our channels.
Yeah, Richie McLaughlin. Imagine someone giving you a golden goose egg that lays golden eggs every day. Seifu X for the life. Thanks, Brian and Team Seifu. And that's exactly what we keep saying. Like, this is the golden goose that we've been given. So always just...
Yeah, and I agree with you too, Greek, when you spoke about just a minute ago, when you said, what part of our passion for it, mine, yours, and Khan over there, and then there's Sean down there in Australia. Why are we so passionate about this? Because Greek's right. We've been through so much, man, all four of us, and so have all of you, right? All of you out there, you guys have been through a lot. And I feel what you're feeling, because that's what I've gone through as well. And gosh darn it, like, I feel it. When I found this, the potential that I saw in it was so enormous, and it had everything to do with the fact that we've been looking for something like this. All of us have. We've all been looking for something like this, and it's finally here. I mean, we're talking about something that nobody else has ever done. Now, I know that Richard Hart's out there. I know Charles Hoskinson's out there, and Buterin. All those guys have been transparent as well. But those are very few and far between. They're very few and far between. And by the way, all those guys have been out already. Everyone who was with them in the beginning, they all reaped those rewards from being with those guys when they came out and said that they were going to do something. And they were a part of those things very early. You and I are here. You watching right now are here with us, and we are not even early. We're not even early, ladies and gentlemen. This is not even early. And I know we've been 5 months, but what we're becoming, we're not even early. We're not even close to being early. We're not even going to be born yet until January. We haven't even gotten to the sacrifice yet. The day before the sacrifice, you might be early. That's and even then, you still might not be early. It will be early in January, but I'm telling you, everybody, right now, we are not even early. That's how early we are, and because we found this, and we feel so strongly about this. That's why Greek turned the page on everything else. And he said, I'm coming back. I'm coming over here, and I'm going to become a part of this the Seifu army, Brian. I'm going to fight the fight. You've got the Greek over here now. Compliment started from day one when he came on and started doing, because he knew that that Seifu was going to be something big, and we needed somebody out there to give us the analysis in a technical way. So that's what he came and started doing. He's been doing it every day since. I've been coming on every single day just because of the passion that I feel for it. And everybody else, you've got Just Talking and everybody, Crypto Pride, everybody's coming on board here. And the reason why is because we're passionate about this, because it's going to work. It is working. It's not going to work. It is working. Imagine when this turns into a blockchain with everybody else that's coming on board, and we have 100 million, 500 million, and $1 billion in volume running per day. What do you think that's going to do, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to change your life. It's going to change my life. So we're here to try to tell everybody that. And if you're on, stay on. Don't be stupid about this, like some people are being today. They see something happen on CoinMarketCap, which is unreliable. Are you relying on CoinMarketCap? Because I don't rely on them, but I do rely on Seifu and its transparency and everything that it's doing for my life to work. And I think you should be doing that too. Let's not be stupid and sell because you see something happening that you have no idea about, and they have no idea about, by the way. They don't know what they're doing over there most of the time. How many times have they had the wrong price up there? Then you have CoinGecko over there putting a big warning that there's something's wrong here, that you guys, there might be something wrong to look into this further, so that it deters people from wanting to buy into this. It's crazy, but we don't rely on those kinds of things. We look at the truth. We look at what's happening, the actual truths that's going on here. And that's what Seifu is. We have all come here today and tomorrow and yesterday because we're passionate about, like Greek said, something that we've never been able to find in our lives. We finally found it. We're here now. Let's get to it, and let's continue with this, because it's going to change our lives in a big, gigantic, huge way, not just some little tiny bit. It's going to be something that changes your life in a huge, gigantic way. So that's why we're here.
Why is Khan dancing? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I was dancing that whole entire time because okay. Seifu X new launch price $9. Also, a great thing, the transfer tax is now down to 10% and not 12.
Wow. Wow, new news. How about that?
Wow.
Breaking news on the Greeks channel from Confirmant. Wow.
Remember, I told you, don't be surprised if that open price changes. I'm surprised he did it this early. I thought he would wait, but maybe he's like, screw it. These people keep selling. I got to give them something. Wow.
That's amazing.
I guess the white paper is coming out soon, so it's all going to be in there anyways. But I still wouldn't be surprised if it's even higher than 9 at a later date. Prediction here from the Greek.
Probably it will be more than 9 after the sacrifice, but we'll get it for 9.
Yeah.
We'll get it for 9. You know what I mean? Like we'll get it for 9. That changes things though, ladies and gentlemen. If it's $9, you're not going to get as many Seifu for one Seifu, because it's going to be $9 that gets divided into the number that of the price that you get. So that does change things, but it also means that the outlook on Seifu X is greater than it was just a few weeks ago. So I mean, it's great news. And it also means that there's going to be more available for people when they do the sacrifice. You remember one of the things that we were worried about is there going to be enough, right? Is there going to be enough? Well, that's going to make it enough, right? $9 for Seifu X is going to go into the vision, so that people can so that there will be more available now, right? Right, Greek? Am I looking into that right?
Question, because I'm trying to read it. It says launch price $9. Now it is sacrifice price $9. That would be crazy if it wasn't. We're assuming
that'd be more interesting. That would be even crazy. That's an automatic 50% gain on launch day if they gave us.
If that is the case,
yeah,
Brian, if you are out there and you can answer that question,
I
Give it
see
to
some
us.
people have asked that in the comments, and someone's like, if I have $27 worth of Seifu, and you know, we're sacrificing that, so that means I have 3. And a lot of people are saying yes, and Brian has been prevalent and hasn't said anything to negate that. So I would assume that that's
somebody
the thing.
just said in Discord, it is sacrifice prices at $9 rate. He already answered. So that
Okay.
is.
I
that is
was going to say I'm expecting that to be the case. I don't think it's going to
So
be.
was I. I was just
Yeah,
like
but it
throwing it
wasn't a
out there,
good
so it's
clarifying.
because somebody's going to ask it. I know it's probably going to be asked. And while we're at it, Nathan B, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate all your support. You've been out there, and you've always been a supporter of this channel and everybody's channel.
Everybody's channel. He's fantastic. Yeah.
And he also goes, is Sean busy on his birthday? So for everybody who doesn't know, it is Sean's birthday. So go wish him a happy birthday.
August birthdays.
We did say happy birthday to him in our chat. He did respond. He said thank you. So we know he is doing something on his birthday. And I sang him happy birthday earlier, nacho style. So if you want to see it, you got to go on Daniel Prado's video from earlier. I did it twice because once wasn't good enough for Daniel Prado. He wanted it twice. So I did nacho style happy birthday. And so far nobody's made a meme of it. So I'm happy. It was awesome.
I hope it gets made into a meme. I love when I get memes made of me all the time, but I want somebody to make a meme of me when doing one of my facial reactions or whatever, that people use all the time when they're in Discord, when they're surprised, they're happy or sad or whatever, or surprised, because I make all kinds of crazy faces. But yeah, I think that they're funny when people make a meme of me. I think it's hysterical.
People love my faces when you say something crazy, and I just go,
yeah,
and start dying because you get so passionate and you say exactly what I'm thinking, but I just don't say it. And you go, these idiots, why are they selling these stupid people? And I'm just like, it's just
or
great.
You think it, but you're like, I can't say it like that. Daniel's the one that has the conviction
I don't
behind
care.
it.
I'll call them a bunch of idiots to their face. I mean, somehow somebody's going to FUD the opening price at $9. They're going to FUD this. They're going to be like, there's going to be less coins now for us. If anybody was worried about sacrificing, this is now better for sacrificing, and the amount of coins that we will because $9 floor, there's going to be less Seifu X you earn, but it's also going to open. It's going to be equivalent in value. It's the same thing. You're just not going to have the crazy amount of coins. And what this means is probably he looked at something, and the reason this is put into place is so he can not fill up those 300 million and burn more coins to the fire pit.
Good thought, brother. Didn't think of that. That's probably true.
That is exactly where he's going with this. And if Brian Legend's out there, which I know he is because he just entered the chat. So for anybody who knows that, Brian is in the house and he's always watching. And I tell you guys, he doesn't let anything stir. So whenever I have questions, he shows up and answers them somehow. And he likes to sit and wait for me 20 minutes to then. And once again, Greek is totally right. Smart man. I knew that's where he was going with this, and that makes me more bullish. And for anybody who doesn't understand, the fire pit is the most important thing moving forward. If that fire pit is up above 50%, we can see huge price gains, and it will be amazing. So that is amazing. And once again, Brian Legend, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Only 10% tax. Woo. That is a good thing too,
and that's only for the transfer, though, right, Con? You said that was for just for transfer. It's still 12%, though. We're talking about for buy and sell, right? But 10% for transfer tax.
1 second, guys.
All right,
I think that's what it is, Greek. I think that it's the
That's what I think it would be is 10% for transfer, which is great because.
I wouldn't care.
A lot of people.
I think what he should do is go 13% buy and sell tax, and then 10%. Take those 1%, add them to the buy and sell, and then only 10% for transfers. I'd be fine with that too. I'd be totally fine with that, because we want that money coming in to make this thing sustainable. We don't want anything going wrong down the line for any reason. And I think that would be acceptable.
Even more bullish. He goes, no, 10% across the board.
Wow. 10% across the board.
Even more bullish. That's
wow. I mean,
and Fire Pit staying at 5%. So
and you know that the calculus that they did on this is because it makes sense. It's because it's sustainable with that. That's the reason why he's doing it. It can be for no other reason. They did that and they figured it out that it actually can work.
Wow. So opening price $9 for those who are just entering and have no clue what's going on. Opening price of $9. Yes, this means you are going to get less Seifu X right now, but do not FUD that because most likely it's going to equal the same value. It's just the number is going to be smaller in Seifu X, but it's going to be the same value. Somehow people will still FUD that. So don't FUD it. Also, we're probably not going to fill up the 300 million and those coins get burned. So the Fire Pit will be higher.
So that's better. That's better. Like we want to have coins left over to burn, but I wanted to get this in real quick. I did leave for a second because Sean did call me, and Sean said he is going to be joining. So I think we all should say some happy birthday song.
Oh, I might have to do a live Nacho Money happy birthday.
Yeah, but you gotta do it though with the jacked up audio. It didn't come out jacked up like I thought it was going to.
It didn't. Really quick.
I turned on the other one and it was feedback. I thought that was going to be feedback, but it didn't feedback. I don't know. Listen, I'm still new to the whole live thing. I'm getting it all figured out.
Hey, I see you paid for it though. I see you got your logos up in the upper right. You're getting fancy now. So.
Oh yeah, no, I bought when I got it. I bought it. I just bought it, like just because I knew that it was.
It's totally worth it if you do any lives.
Yep.
So Ian Bednar. Across the board, we all love you, boss man. Thank you so much for changing our lives. Ian Bednar, channel member. I will always shout him out. Thank you so much for supporting my channel.
Love you.
I know you are a channel member of a few other people on this panel, so thank you so much.
Yeah, he joined mine yesterday. He's awesome.
He adds content to the channel because of his comments, his questions, his suggestions on topics. He's fantastic. There he is.
There's the birthday boy. He is right there.
Birthday.
Sean, have you seen my Nacho Money happy birthday to you?
No, I did not. I don't know if you read the first part where I said I didn't want anyone to know it was my birthday.
Well, I didn't reveal it, so I just want that to be known. And
I don't know how that happened. It was weird that it just kind of came out when somebody said it. I don't know.
You said you didn't want anybody on Discord knowing.
Wow, fuck. You choose the world, but that's fine.
Daniel is a very specific person. He said nobody on Discord will know. So I'll release it on my YouTube, and then everybody will know.
Oh, there goes your mic.
My mic sucks.
No, it was his keeps turning down on him, the gurus.
Oh, bro. Hey, that's all good. I appreciate the birthday wishes. It's everything's got 2FA authentication anyway, so
I'll definitely watch my birthday song, and you will get a laugh, and a much deserved laugh.
Nice.
I mean, if we're using our birthday for passcodes, that might be interesting.
I don't use it for passcodes, but the more information people can glean.
Yeah, I understand.
But look, I physically say for your SIM cards and stuff, SIM card swapping is a huge thing. I need to go into the store with my passport and another form of ID to get a second SIM and stuff. So you just need to, chuck in these extra things which are a bit inconvenient in life, but they, I don't know. It's worth doing. I think, that's why we have ledgers or hardware wallets or whatever it is. You're just putting another roadblock in front of people.
Yeah.
Sean, I want to say I'm happy you're not shirtless because you would steal the show again. So thank you.
Nathan Beast. This place.
That is awesome. You're always in the most exotic places. Desolate. I love it.
Yeah, proper Australian, like desert type. It's like a mini Grand Canyon.
Is it true that like nobody lives in the middle of the country in Australia? It's just all around the country.
Statistically, like people do live in the middle of Australia. Maybe not like in the center of it, but there's like cattle properties and stuff over all of Australia, and
Oh, okay.
like Uluru, that big giant red rock and stuff. There's sort of nothing, and statistically for the population, it's tiny of Australia, but people still live there. But yeah, they wouldn't show up, as like 1% or 0.01% or something. It's not many people.
So, but Sean, now that you're on this show, finally, you weren't able to be on earlier, but you saw what happened today. This morning, we had Roxy on the show, 7 Seifu holder who won a freaking node, bro.
Yeah, obviously a little bit of a contentious issue. Good on him, and that's really good. Congratulations. I take my hat off to you for doing that. I guess maybe the Medium article could have been a little bit clearer. Like if it said simply, if you've got more than one Seifu, you're automatically in the draw. Every 25 extra as an extra ticket. But that's like for that person, that's absolutely life-changing, and such a life changer, and someone that's only got 7 Seifu, like that should really.
She's a French single mother in France, brother.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to watch that live earlier. It will make you tear up because it's just joyous to see the person who won. She is so deserving.
That's awesome. I think that's absolutely fantastic. I understand where it's not FUD, but like the unhappiness came from within the community. My comments have been hit with them hard. Same with Discord and stuff. Like, it is what it is. But for that person, that's absolutely phenomenal.
Nathan B says, Greek, get a 10% across the board t-shirt. You won't be single tomorrow. Trust me. I will try whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Sean, as you're coming on the air, this news is breaking. What do you think about this as well? A new 10% across the board and also $9 Seifu X. These are just coming in on Greek's show as we speak.
Oh, fuck. Sorry about the language. I did not know about the $9 Seifu X. I won't swear, but holy moly, let's go!
You just destroyed the microphone, and that's okay.
I love it.
As for the 10% tax, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's exactly in line with where we are with Seifu X. It's broken up differently, but if you go a transfer, a buy, and a sell tax, 30%. As instead of the 16-14%, it's the same amount of tax that we're already used to. It's just broken up in a different way. I think that's awesome. Like, I think that's really, really, really good. And we'll just, especially if people think, oh, we're already paying 30% tax, then you're used to it already. It's no, it's easy. And like every 34, 35 days, your Seifu X is doubling anyway, so 100%. So it doesn't take that long for you to get your 10% back if you want to transfer it a few times, back and forth. I think that's bullish. Like, really, I think that's very cool. But the $9, that's incredible. That's got me fired up. That's absolutely epic. That's insane. $9.
I wonder how long it's going to take Shupsky to change his calculator. He probably already did it. That guy's crazy fast.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Shupsky, get on it. I need to see those numbers.
Bro, let's go. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, the dollar value will. Ooh, damn, Mike. Dollar value will stay the same. It's just the amount of Seifu X will be lower, and people will still probably FUD it because they don't understand. So we need that calculator out ASAP.
That's crazy. So, yeah, I wonder with the circulating supply if Brian and the team will change that 300 million up for grabs at the start, or not.
Greek made a point about that, Sean. Because of it being $9 now, that division is different now, and so there's going to be probably more left over now because of that, instead of not being enough, which is what the thought was. So now, because there being more left over, those go to the fire pit. And then Brian comes in the comments while you were getting ready, and says, "Yeah, Greek's a smart man. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's all being confirmed here while we're on the air. It's fantastic. All of it's going to the fire pit to start with a 50%. I mean, like he's pushing further and further to make sure that we start at 50% when we go main."
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's crazy.
It's getting dark over there, Greek.
Oh yeah, I'm losing daylight. I forgot I'm in Eastern time zone. I'm not in.
That's why I
There's
got the ring
entertainment.
light, fellas. Look, you got to buy one of these. It goes right on your phone. Boom.
Yeah, I didn't travel with the ring light. Okay, I have so much space here. I flew. Biz Entertainment says, "Hey gentlemen, another great show. Roxy is the reason why Seifu was created, and with us as a community, she will be protected. Let's go. Happy birthday, Dingo."
Bingo.
Biz, thank you so much. Biz,
I'll
thank
never
you so
forget
much.
Sean, Roxy is her name. That's the woman who won, Roxy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well done, Roxy. And for her, I think it's phenomenal. For everyone, I think it's phenomenal. I understand where the annoyance came from. I think it's just maybe the way that it was communicated originally. It doesn't change how amazing and life-changing that opportunity
Yeah.
has been, you know?
This
An
guy-
incredible. It's almost like an incredible come from behind win in the biggest game ever. Like that's what it's like that's the equivalent for me. Like she with just 7 Seifu comes in and wins one of the nodes with people that had hundreds and thousands of Seifu that were vying for one of those 5. She comes in with 7 and takes one of them. I think it's remarkable.
They could make movies on this, you know. And all the way.
Well, they are making a movie on
yeah.
Seifu and Seifu X and stuff, so it'll be thrown in there.
That's
all the
for
way.
sure.
Says, when does rebasing stop? The answer is it never stops. Just changes how much you get per day.
Man,
But
that name rings
That
true.
is the great thing here. Obviously, I'm running out of daylight here, so I think I'm gonna cut this off now. It's been great being with you guys. I'm running out of daylight. My mic is lowering on me. I wish I had my other computer. I had to pack light, so I could only bring what I had with me. So I appreciate
We've been
you
on
guys
for about an
stopping
hour and
by.
a half anyway, though, right, Greek? I mean, this is a good show. It's
An hour
about
23 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude,
We
all
got
I can
the
say is I
Brian
like that light,
information.
man.
What?
So I like your lighting right now. It's like Greek by firelight.
Yeah, it's actually the flash on my camera on my phone. I just flipped it.
Cool. There you go.
So
Shout out
everybody,
Muppets.
just keep hodling, keep rebasing. More bullish news was brought out by Brian today. He just came in the comments. He's always here, always watching, always listening to us. So stop fudding, because I'm not going to call the ambulance anymore. This is over. All right.
That's right.
So stay happy. Tomorrow we are going to be on Daniel's channel for the Fantastic Four. I might not be able to be on the whole time. I might be popping in and out depending on where I'm at. But definitely you will have the 3 others with you guys. So have a great rest of your week. Stay bullish. Stay strong. And you already know where we're going. To the moon, baby.
Peace.